Sophie and the Pancake Plot by Stephen Davies. Narrated by Jilly. This work is copyrighted 2008 by Stephen Davies. This recording is copyrighted 2009 by W.F. House Limited. And now, Sophie and the Pancake Plot.
Chapter 1. Hundreds of horns gleamed in the African sun. Hundreds of tails flicked to and fro. Hundreds of hooves trudged through narrow streets. This was rush hour, and Sophie Brown was being jostled along in a crowd of cows which were heading out of Gorum Gorum to graze. The animals moved in one great mass, eyes fixed on the ground. Like Londoners on their way to work, thought Sophie. Even after 3 years living in Africa, she still couldn't help thinking about England. Most of her friends were back there, after all. Except for Gidaado the Fourth, of course. He lived here in Gorum Gorum, and was Sophie's best friend by far. Gidaado didn't know when his birthday was, but he looked about 10, which was the same as her. He knew hundreds of songs and jokes, and he had a very cool albino camel called Chabal. What more could you want in a friend? Sophie put her hand over her mouth to protect herself from the clouds of dust being kicked up by the commuting cows. She screwed up her eyes and squinted at the mud-brick houses to her left and right, trying to remember where Madame Marce's place was. This morning Sophie was on a very special errand for Gidaado. He had given her a pocket full of money and told her to buy 3,000 pancakes. There was the house, and there was Madame Marce, sitting outside on a small wooden stool. She was hunched over her frying pan and gazing into it intently, like a fortune-teller over a crystal ball. Sophie elbowed her way through the herd of cows and entered Madame Marce's yard. "Hello," said Sophie. "Did you pass the night in peace?" "Peace only," said Madame Marce. She did not even look up from her frying pan. "How much are your Marce?" asked Sophie. 10 francs each. Sophie looked at the pan. Marce was small African pancakes, blobs of batter fried in vegetable oil. They smelled delicious. "What if I buy 100? Madame Marce flipped a pancake with her spatula. "In that case?"
Sample complete. Ready to continue?